Hi guys, welcome back. Hey, the Olympics, what a day today. Hey, we've had the men's and the women's sprints in the cross country. We've had the women's slalom, and now we have the women's 4 by 7.5 kilometer relay here. Oh, sorry, it's 6 kilometers for the woman. I've given them the men's distance. I'll change that in a second. Just had to have a snack there. Who's going to win this? Who do you guys think? Is it Sweden? Is it France? Is it Norway? Italy? Or could it be the Germans? The Swiss? Let us know. Definitely going to be bloody exciting. I'll run down the teams in a second. I just want to change the banner quickly, because it is not 7.5, it is only 6 kilometers. I'll run through the teams in a second. We've got plenty of time because the relay, it starts off easy peasy. I do think the French are going to try to put the hammer down early. I hope they don't pull away big time, because that would just make it really boring. But I do think it's probably Finland, France, Norway, and then I think it's a big battle there. So that is, there you go. That makes more sense. There you go. So we do have the French girls starting, don't forget. Let's see here. Here we go. And we're on our way, guys. We're on our way. Overview. So they're all off. There are 20 teams. Let me tell you those teams. I'll put them out there on the screen for you right now. Those are the 20 teams. Look, in Beijing, the last Olympics, it was Sweden ahead of the Russians, and then the Germans. I think the Russians were also under a neutral flag there. So yeah, can the Swedish repeat? I do not know. I'll be very honest. They got the Urbach sisters there, but it's a tough one. You would be a crazy man to bet against the French. Let me put it that way. Let me just quickly go out here. Put that on there. There we go. All gets exciting after the first shooting. Remember that. So they got to ski about 2 kilometers now, 2.5 kilometers to the first shoot. Like I said, I'll quickly run down that French team. Starting for the French is Camille Blanc. Why does it go away when I do that? Because I do not know them off by heart, I'll be honest. Camille Blanc, then of course Lou Jamaneau. Going crazy at the moment, this whole start list thing here. And I guess Julien Simon is the last one. Yeah. Michelon at the end there. So the French has got a fantastically strong team, let's be honest. I think the Norway are the second favorites. Don't count out the Germans. Got a good team as well. Guys, I hope I can still do the ice hockey for the men. Switzerland against Finland, that should be a cracker. But those are your starting lineups. The number is how they are ranked in the world at the moment. I'm going to be honest with you. I can't see anybody outside the top 10 winning a medal. The top 5 was probably the big favorites. Finland always there or thereabout. And I think Switzerland and Czech Republic could jump into the medals depending on how the race goes. Look, you want to shoot well here. Let me explain how this works. 4 ladies, everybody has to ski 6 kilometers, gets to shoot twice. Once in the prone, that is lying down, once in the standing. You have 5 targets you have to hit. You have 5 bullets in your magazine. If you miss, you get an extra 3 bullets that you can take down those targets. If you don't take down those 5 targets within 8 shots, you're on the penalty loop. Penalty loop costs you about 25 seconds. A missed shot and a reloading costs you about another 10 to 12 seconds. So if you can shoot clear if you can shoot consistently good, you have a very good chance there. That's why I kind of have the American girls on the radar, because they've been shooting really well this winter. But let me put the sound up so I can hear the commentator a little bit more, that I don't talk. Magrodavia. Hey, welcome there, my friend. So, I'm hoping for my Swiss to do something. I think France wins the gold medal. I only can see Norway challenging them, I'll be honest with you. But look, it's all about nerves. It's all about nerves when it comes to this stuff. Can you shoot clear? Can you hold your nerve when you come into the shooting range? That's what it's all about. They're coming up to the first, to the first, there you go. To the first shooting in a few seconds. Yeah, the Czechs are missing one of their top skiers, Davidova. The French are also missing one or two, but yeah, they got such a big Heinrich Otten, Deutschland. Yeah, look, the Germans definitely, well, in the lead at the moment. We'll see. We will see what happens there. That is, I'm going to quickly take that start list away now, because now we know what's going on. We'll keep you up to date all the time. So we're going into the first shoot. In the first shoot, every team will shoot according to their bib number. So the French will shoot in lane 1, the Norwegians will shoot in lane 2, the Swedes in 3, the Italians in 4, the Germans in 5. You get what I'm talking about. So they're coming into the shooting range, and first shoot, always a good indication on where this is going to go. I mean, if you think of the French men yesterday on their first shoot, they did terribly badly and they still won the gold medal. So let's have a look. I can't see the French missing a lot of shots yet. Here we go. Let's have a look. So the first shots are going off. I'll just tell you who's missed. Sweden has missed one. Ukraine has missed one. Otherwise, everybody's hitting. United States, Sweden, Italy has missed. France is off and running. They haven't missed. Germany's off and running. Norway's off and running. Switzerland is off and running. So this is good. A little bit the Italians and the Swedes losing a little bit of time. Not looking good for Canada there with 3 misses already. Are we going to Slovakia with 3 misses? Are we going to have the first penalty loops here? Canada's on a penalty loop already. That's their race done. Looks like Lithuania with 3 misses. Slovakia. Can Slovakia get off the penalty, stay off the penalty loop? So Canada wants the only team on the penalty loop are the Canadians. Should have had more maple syrup for breakfast. There you go. So it is Bernard of France out in front ahead of the Norwegians, but it's all about 3-4 seconds the difference in timing, so don't you worry about a thing. Oh, got lucky there, the French on the last shot, but no problem. So, this is our classification after the first shoot. France, Norway, Germany, Czech Republic, Slovenia, Sweden, Switzerland, United States, Ukraine and Bulgaria. That is your top 10. Of the big favorites, Italy in 14th. That was not good from the Italians falling down to 14th. But they had the same problem with the men yesterday. What is wrong with the Italian biathletes at the moment? They got a lot of good. I mean, they got Dorothea Viera still coming. They got Lisa Vitozzi still coming. They got a good team, the Italians. I think the Italians will push up the rankings. Don't you worry. I didn't have the Germans in my poll because I can only take 4. But if you think the Germans are going to win, just add them in, like Heinrich Otten said, Deutschland. Kanheimer is actually leading for Germany at the moment. So, good start there from the Germans. It's all about not outpacing yourself when you're going into the shooting range, because you want to keep yourself in the hunt. The worst thing you can do is if you outpace yourself, your pulse goes up, you start shooting all over the place. I hope I don't have a lag at the moment, because I'm looking at my screen. Am I lagging? No, it looks okay. It looks okay. So, Swiss, we did go clear. We're in 9th at the moment. That's good. You just want to, if you can keep a clean shoot or at least not get to the penalty loop, you have a great chance here of doing well in this race. So the only team to get a penalty loop is Canada. They are in 20th at the moment. Finland, also Finland and Italy are the two disappointments here on the first one, both down in 14th and 15th spot respectively. I expected more. Tannheimer of Germany taking the lead ahead of Blanc of France. Sweden there in 3rd, followed by Norway and the Czech Republic. That is your top 5 at the moment. I will update you after the second shooting. I will let you know who's where and where. I'll copy it and put it on the screen. What I'll do now is I'll make a test run here quickly. I think we'll do the top 10. There we go. We've got a little bit of time before the next shooting, so we'll do it now. We'll call that result. Good stuff. It's a great skiing loop. I've heard the commentators say. So here we go. There we go. So that's just covering my face, but that's not a problem. There we go. So that is your top 10 at the moment after the first shoot. And I will update it after the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, all the way to the 8th shoot. Don't you guys worry, it will be out there all the time. So let's see. Coming towards the second shoot now, that little hill before the second shoot. Still Tannheimer ahead of Bened, Gesteblom and Histrova of Bulgaria, Johansson of Norway. Then comes the Czech girl, the USA, Latvia, Ukraine, Austria, Italy and Sweden. Amy Vaserga not doing so well on the tracks, but let's see, It's all about the shooting here at the beginning. Can't see any team, just running away with it at the beginning. If there is a team, it's going to be the French. But I hope you guys are all enjoying your Olympics. I think it's been fantastic. There you go. So here we come to the second shoot, and I'm going to tell you right now, this is the standing shoot, always a little bit more difficult than the prone shoot, because I got my famous tin out here. This is what when you're lying, it's about that size approximately. When you put your thumbs together, that's what you get. And when you are in the standing, it's about that size to shoot at. So it's not that easy. I'm telling you, especially if your pulse is up around about 180 to 190. Here we go. Second shoot. I'll tell you who misses. The French have missed 1. Norway have missed 1. France have missed 2. Germany has missed. Sweden is missing. Bulgaria is through. Bulgaria will take the lead. Oh, Swiss misses the last one. The French are having a nightmare here. The Swiss are clear. The Norwegians are clear. French are still there. Oh my Lord. Are they going to do doing the men proud here? Oh my freaking Lord. The French are on the penalty loop. This is catastrophic for the French. I think this is not good for the French. Oh, Lago de Mio, baby. Merde, mon Dieu, the French would say. So let me copy that out for you, the top 10, and you're going to be surprised who you don't see. That's the question. Oh, I didn't see this happening for the French. Are going to come out of, what is that, in 17th place? Pooh. Crazy. Here we go. So that is after the second shoot. It is Bulgaria, Sweden, Norway, Germany, Ukraine, Belgium, Switzerland, Finland, United States, and Czech Republic. If you're missing 2 of the favorites, Italy in 12th, France, the number one favorite, all the way down in 16th spot. Yeah, with almost a minute behind now. This is not what the French doctor ordered for the French, eh? No. Mr. Macron in his Elysee Palace is having a hitsy fit right now. But he's got Bridget there. Bridget will calm him down, give him a nice little shoulder massage, you know. So, Bulgaria about, 10, 12 seconds ahead of the pack. Okay, now Sweden has caught up. Sweden in second. The big Swedish aces are coming afterwards. Switzerland in 8th at the moment, that's okay. Still snowing outside. Let's have a look at who's hit the penalty loop and who hasn't. Well, the French are in the penalty loop. The Austrians have hit the penalty loop and the Canadians. So we only have 3 countries that hit the penalty loop. The only country, there's only 2 countries that have not missed the shot so far, and that's Bulgaria and Belgium. So if you got a B to your name, it looks good. Well done there to the Bulgarians and the Belgians. So here we go. The young German is now, I think, starting to push the prow. She'll take the lead. Is the Bulgarian still in front? Yeah. So Bulgaria and Germany on the pace at the moment. Looking good for the Germans. What the doctor ordered for them. Haven't had the greatest biathlon season so far, the German. Here she goes, trying to take the lead here from the Bulgarian. Look, the Bulgarian is not the greatest skater, obviously. Look, it's tough for the smaller nations. So let me have a look here if I can get more information. That is Ristova, of course, of Bulgaria. Sweden in second here. It is Gesterblom. Sweden has just taken the lead. Germany will be in third. So, yeah. So all of a sudden, the French not doing that great. Let's see how much they can catch up. They're down by 51 seconds. Norway in 5th, still all to go for. They got Thunderbolt coming up. So they got some good skiers there still to come, the Norwegians. Amy Basaga for Switzerland in 10th. I think that's good at the moment. The French girl, Luc Chamonot. I mean, look, they got Luc Chamonot on the second leg, the French. Wouldn't surprise me if they're in the lead after the second leg. Because she can easily take 20, 30 seconds out of anybody on this leg. But, the French are down by 53 seconds. Not what the doctor ordered for the French, I can tell you that. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. So it is Gesterblom ahead of Ristova and Tannheimer. That is Sweden, Bulgaria and Germany, your top 3. Ukraine in 4, Norway in 5. Latvia 6, Belgium 7, Czech Republic in 8. Belgium, the 19th ranked team in the world, is in 7th spot. For Italy, on the next leg, it is the Grand Dame, of biathlon for them. It is Dorothea Avira, the lady that puts class into biathlon. The German will have the best time for skating alone. Tannheimer, well done there. So Sweden will take the lead. Who's on the second leg for Sweden? Is it one of the Öberg sisters? Or are they on the last 2 legs? I'll let you know. It doesn't look like an Öberg sister. It's Magnusson. So the 2 Öberg sisters will be on the 3rd and 4th leg. Then it's Ristova. She gives over to Todorova. And for Germany, it's Tannheimer. And she gives over to Franziska Preuss. Strong athlete there, Franziska Preuss. Next up, it will be the Ukraine. Merkuzina gives over to Deshima. And for Norway, it is Johansen giving over to Arne Klaev. So, yeah. The big question is to watch the French. So let's see what the French can do here. They still got a... Chamonot was looking for her one, but they're not coming. Here comes the French. Oh, this is about a minute down for the French. Wow, this is big time. I'm always looking out the window. I'm enjoying the snow today. So that is the worst possible start for the French. 1 minute and 5 seconds behind. What is Chamonix going to do? I mean, she's going to go off like a rocket, I can tell you that. Kevin says, hi Vic. Hi, Kevin from St. Helena. So the boys from the islands are watching this, man. I like that. I like that a lot. Ah, well, we'll see. Look, I think the French are still in it. They got the 3 of the world's top skiers coming. I mean, you got Julia Simon, you got Chamonix. I mean, what do you're Monchalon. You know the Bulgarians are not going to keep this pace up because they're not all as good as Histrova on the first leg. I don't think they stay there. I can't see the Ukrainians staying up in the front there. The Germans will stay there. The Norwegians will be there. Latvia, you know, Bendica. See what she can do. What are the Swiss doing? Where are we at the moment? About in 10th spot. Dorothea Viera of Italy should move them up in the rankings. See what the Italians can do. Italians should catch up on the range because Dorothea Viera she's an ace, man, on the shooting range. But then again, so is Franziska Preuss. Gasparin for Switzerland. So Switzerland is 7th at the moment. I will update you after the next shooting. That was the results after the first shoot, or the second shoot of the first athlete, to put it right here. So we got the number 2s from each team on the slope or the loops right now. It is still Sweden, Germany, Sweden, Bulgaria, Germany to be precise. There we go. Here we go. Coming up to that shooting range. Damn, is it ever going to stop her? I'm glad after this. I do have a little bit of a break before we get into the DEFCON Rugby Show today. Don't forget DEFCON Rugby Show at 5 o'clock. We'll talk all things Six Nations. What are the English going to do? Can they bounce back against the Irish? So, Sweden ahead of Bulgaria and Germany. It's only 4 or 5 seconds in it between the top 3. Norway were down by 13 seconds before. They're down by 23 seconds now. So here we go. Yeah, they're losing a little bit of time here. The rest of them are losing time. The French are starting to pick up time. Chamonix has already picked up 10 seconds on everybody. She will have the best skiing time on the second stint here of all the skiers, I can tell you that. France will be in 14th spot right now. So let's have a look. Chamonix, tell me. She's picked up 15, 16 seconds on that little bit. She's motoring it. Let's just hope it doesn't cost at the shooting range. No, France are not done. Hey, no, we saw it yesterday with the men. They were down in 20th. They came to win the medal. 4 athletes have got to go through. They've got the world's best at the moment on the second leg for France. Lou Chamonix. I think she brings France back into the top 5 by the end of this stint. And then you still got the other French girls. You got at the end, you got Julia Simon. No, France are definitely in there. Stefan Pope, 6.473. Don't you worry. She's caught up 20 seconds already out of the minute that they were behind on a third of the leg. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me if the French finished the leg in first. Would not surprise me. It all comes down to the shooting now. If the other countries can go clean and keep the pressure on the French, we'll see. Sweden to shoot first, then Bulgaria and Germany. I'll update the scoreboard on that side the minute they've shot. So let's see. Did they overski? Who do you think will win this one? France? I think France still wins this. Sweden missed the first. Not good. Bulgaria misses one as well. Bulgaria and Sweden have each missed 2. Germany goes clear on the first. Let's have a look. Germany 3, 4. Deutschland is going to take the lead here. Sweden and Bulgaria look like they're going to a penalty loop here. Lots of misses here. Oh, this is heartbreaking. This is exactly what the doctor ordered for the French. Sweden in the penalty loop. Norway goes clear. So Norway will be second at the moment. Or is it Ukraine second? Ukraine goes second. The French, Luc Chamonix, Dorothea Viera also having problems on the shooting range. That is not fucking normal. French having problems on the shooting range. Italy goes into the penalty loop. Italy's race is done. France come clear. What is wrong with the Italians skiers? Switzerland still in 9th. But it is Franziska Preuss out in front for Germany. So I will update that for you guys so that you can see what it is at the moment. Let's look at the top 10 again. There you go. Let me get rid of that quickly. Let's get rid of some of the stuff here that So here we go. We'll copy it in for you guys. Would have been easier if we were 2 people today, but we're not. So good shooting from Franziska Preuss for the Germans. So this is your leaderboard after 3 shootings, ladies and gentlemen. That doesn't sound right, 3 shootings. No, forget it. I think France ahead of Norway and Germany. Swedes are done. Swedes are not catching this up. Can't see the Swedes coming back at this. But those Germans, don't count out the Germans. France still outside the top 10 at the moment. Was probably in about 12th spot now. But let's have a look. Belgium doing really well for themselves, you know. So look, at the moment, the only team to go perfect so far is Belgium. They have not missed a shot, and that's put them up in the rankings. So what can Franziska Preuss do on the loops? They're being chased by the pack. France are now in 12th spot, 37 seconds off. So they've cut the deficit by half. So if you're French, do not worry. What happened to France? It was on the first shooting. The lady on the first shooting missed and had to go through the penalty loop. So yeah, but the French are going to come back. If you're French, don't you worry, man. Calm. Just stay calm. It's easy. It's all part of the process. French are just making it interesting, man. French are just making it interesting. You know, if they got out in front by 2 minutes, it wouldn't be interesting. French are making this one interesting. Italy have suffered a major blow there. There you go. The big disappointments are Italy at the moment, and France, and Austria, and Finland, Sweden, all not doing well. This opened up possibilities for other countries. So look, you've got Germany out in front, and then the next 10 skiers are all around about 20 seconds apart. So it's quite tight. It's quite tight at the moment. You've got Norway there in 6, 15 seconds off the pace. Chamonix is now 9th already. So yeah, the French are coming, baby. All guns blazing. The second shoot is going to tell us a lot again. I think the French, like I said, I wouldn't bet against the French being in the top 5 when they give over for the 3rd skier, and then we'll see. Or the 3rd biathlon lady. Look, the Germans are keeping that 10-second gap to the others. But otherwise, it's all close now. Let me have a look at the leaderboard there. France moving up into 9th already. Switzerland going backwards. There we go. So coming up to that second shoot for the second athletes on this relay. That'll be done in the standing position. Franziska Preuss. A lot of Germans there in the stand, so she's going to have a lot of people clapping for her, and good. So here they come. Yeah, Francesca Preuss has just entered the shooting range. She will take lane 1, obviously, as she's leading the race. Big Dave Donaldson. Hi guys, go Norway. Okay. So, standing shoot, always a little bit difficult than the prone shoot where you're lying down. What can Franziska Preuss do here? You do not want to shoot too many mistakes here. So she hits the first. She hits the second. This looks good. And as I say that she misses the third, hits the fourth, misses the fifth. So 2 misses from Germany. Whoever goes clear here can really put the pressure on somebody else. Looking good for the Norwegian. Norway out first. Norway all on their own some now. See how things change so quickly in it. Franziska Preuss. Oh, is Franziska Preuss throwing this away for Germany now? Oh, mon Dieu, mon Dieu, mon Dieu. Franziska Preuss is going into the penalty loop. Can't fucking believe this. France, Sweden, Germany, Italy. They're all showing nerves, and the Norwegians are laughing their asses off. So let me give you the top 10 after the shooting here. Well, we only got 9 in the end. I've got to wait a second to see who's 10th. Oh, well, 9th. Swiss are 9th. Who's 10th? France are in 5th. Jeez, I'm a savant. I did say the French were going to come in 5th, didn't I? After this. Oh, this is massive, man. This is massive. What are the Germans, the French, the Swedes, and the Italians doing today? Throwing shit away. And it gets, you build the pressure on your other. That's the new leaderboard. Whoa, man, that is crazy. So from Germany being first, they're not even in the top 10 anymore. Norway take the lead ahead of Belgium. Belgium skiing and shooting phenomenally well. Latvia, Bulgaria. Listen here, I watch biathlon just about every weekend. Belgium, Latvia, and Bulgaria, you never have them in the top half for relays. France in 5th, Sweden in 6th, Ukraine, Czech Republic, Switzerland, and Slovakia. Germany all the way down, what's that, in 14th spot at the moment. Almost a minute off the pace. Preuss will pick up a little bit of time on the loop for Germany. But and the big guns for Norway are still to come. France, Chamonix, what is she behind? Must probably into 4th, only 4 seconds off the pace. So Chamonix has made 1 minute and 5 seconds up. Look, Anna Clive, not the best skier for Norway, so she'll definitely not keep that up. The Bulgarians, the Latvians are in the lead now, followed by Norway and France. Belgium have slipped down to 5th. What is expected? They're good shots, but they're not that good on the snow. Listen here. France are going to be the number 1 team when they give it over. They're doing exactly what the men did. I think this is scripted. This is Hollywood, baby. Great stuff here. So the top 4 within 3 seconds of each other. Then a little bit of a distance to Belgium, Czech Republic, Sweden, Ukraine, Germany back into 9th, Switzerland in 10th. Preuss will be putting everything into the snow now to try to catch up. Italy down in 13th spot. Finland in 14th, not what you expected. Latvia going for the lead here. Latvia. When did Latvia ever do anything in biathlon? Unbelievable. I love it when these new teams are coming through. So Latvia in the front at the moment, ahead of Bulgaria, France, Norway. How much did Chamonix? No. Look, Clive is not the greatest skier from the Norwegians, but a good shot. But the big guns for Norway are coming. But look, Thunderbolt. That's where I worry, man, with the shooting. I worry there. Belgium still in 5th, doing well. Followed by the Czech Republic and Sweden in 7th. The two Oberg sisters are going to have to do a lot for Sweden to come in. I said France, Norway, Sweden was my tip. So let's see what can happen here. Preuss back up into 9th now. Still 40 seconds off the pace. But everything's still possible. They've got Vanessa Fock coming up as well. So they got some good skiers still left, the Germans. Here we go. Norway losing time here now on this last skier for the second athletes. But look, if you anything under 30 seconds is nothing, as we've seen. Everybody that goes into the range first kind of misses and gets a penalty loop. But what have we had here? United States with 2 penalty loops. Lithuania with 1, Canada with 1, Austria with 1, Slovenia with 2, Italy with 1, Germany with 1, Sweden with 1, France with 1. Okay. France with a penalty loop and they're still in 3rd spot. Amazing. Amazing. What a ski from Luc Jamenot to bring them down from 1 minute 5 seconds behind to under 5 seconds on the second exchange. Unbelievable. This lady is a phenomenon. Here we go. Second exchange. So Jamenot will give on to Michelin. Stravkova is now on the snow for the Bulgarians. Anna Clive will give over to Knotten. Okay, so it's Knotten on the 3rd leg. So, looking good for the Norwegians there in 4th, 16 seconds off the pace. Now it is Elvira Oberg. Her sister Hannah will be on the last loop. So, here we go. What can the Swiss still do here? That's the big question for me. It is Hettich Waltz for Germany, so I think she's good. And then the last leg will be Vanessa Fock. So I think the Germans can still get into the medals. So Switzerland in 13th, no one actually, Italy in 14th. It is now Carrara after a dismal performance by Dorothee Avira. So, filling up my drink again, got to do that every now and then. Yeah, there we go. So, the German fans shaking their heads, not happy. So let me update this quickly as it is right now. This is after that exchange. Can I get more than only the top 6? Are they going to come in here now? Looks like they're going to update it here slowly. Try and always give you the top 10. But it is France in the lead at the moment. 9. 10, here we go. There you go. There's your top 10. Browse and put it out there. Try to keep you up to date with all the... It is France out in front. Crazy, isn't it? Down in 19th. I'll put that one on top there. We'll get rid of those 3. There you go. So that is the leaderboard for now. France, Latvia, Bulgaria, Norway. Pooh. I think the French will now try to build that lead out all the way. Let's see what Knotten can do for Norway, if they can get them into the medal position. Sweden just a second behind. So Sweden, Norway will try to most probably work together. I have France to beat Sweden in this race. I know. But Sweden's not going to come in the top 3. You still think France will win the gold unless something catastrophic happens. I'm still going France, Norway, Sweden. That's my tip. I've got the Germans in 4th at the end. I go France, Norway, Sweden, Germany. Yeah, that's what I have at the top. So it is Sweden in 4th now, ahead of Norway, but it all comes down to the shooting. I think. No, about the shooting. Yeah, well, that's it. You can't afford bad shooting, and the first French lady shot really bad. But everybody, Germany's had a bad shoot, Sweden's had a bad shoot, France has had a bad shoot, and Italy's had a bad shoot. The only ones that have actually shot well from the favourites are the Norwegians, but their skiing time is not the greatest at the moment. But definitely France pulling away now, almost 10 seconds ahead of everybody. So looking good for Allez les Bleus, eh? But it will be Michelin to see what she can do on the shooting range. Yeah, Boucher didn't even make the French team. Yeah, so here we go. Coming up to the shooting range here. Close. The others just don't want to lose too much time now. Sweden and Norway already down by half a second to the French. Look, we all knew from the beginning, if nothing goes wrong, it is France, and then everybody else is vying for silver and bronze. So here we go. French lady coming up for the first shoot, which is the prone, which means you're lying down. Here we go. She's normally a very good shot. Let's see what she does here. So she makes the first, makes the second, makes the third, makes the fourth, takes a little bit of time, makes the fifth. So she's out and running. That is exactly what the French ordered. The next, Latvia, Bulgaria, Sweden and Norway are on the loop at the moment. So the Norwegians are going to have to do it with the shooting. Latvia's missing, Bulgaria with 3, 4. Bulgaria misses the 4th. Norway with 4. Norway clear with 5. Norway in second spot at the moment. Sweden, what can the Swedish do? 4 out of 4. 5 out of 5. Sweden, Bulgaria going out together. Germany missing again. Latvia look like they're going for a penalty loop here. Germans go clear now. Poland, Ukraine, ooh! So the French lead is up to 33 seconds, which is phenomenal. Let me quickly update you on the top 10 again. Changes all the time. Top 10, that's your top 10 at the moment. This eventually stopped snowing outside. Fantastic. So that is the new leaderboard, guys. There you go. So it is France, Norway, Bulgaria, Sweden, Czech Republic, Belgium, Poland, Germany. Kind of coming to what I said. She nailed them all. Yeah. And the Norwegian girls say, yeah, it's looking like my tip could come right. I'd say France, Norway, Sweden at the moment. Look, the Norwegians will lose on the skating again. The French are up by 28 seconds here. Let's see how much she pushes on the skiing here. You want a good second shoot. That standing shoot is always tricky. Germany need to start upping their game if they want to get into the medals. Otherwise, I think it's gone. It will be too much for Vanessa Fock to handle. So Here we go. French lead has gone up to 37 seconds. So it is Norway, Sweden. My top three, as I predicted, are exactly what it is at the moment. France, Norway, Sweden. Bulgaria, still very good fourth spot for Bulgaria. Then it comes the Czech Republic, Germany moving up as well. We will see what happens on the second shoot. What happens? What happens if you miss all shots? How does it work? Well, if you miss all shots, then you have 5 targets standing. You got to go 5 times around the penalty loop, which is another 1.5 extra kilometers, which basically means you might as well take your skis off and go for a beer. But if you miss all shots, for every shot that you don't knock down at the end, you just got to do a penalty loop. So, yeah, that's the way it works. Every skier, every time you go to the shooting range, you've got to hit 5 targets. You have 5 bullets in your magazine. Okay, let's say you miss 2. You have an extra 3 shots to knock down those 2. You knock them down, that's fine. If you don't get all 5 with 8 shots, you're on the penalty loop. French lead is going to be growing massively here. I can't see anything else. The others are definitely pacing themselves now. I think it's a big battle for that silver medal now. France are gone over the hill and far away. Wasn't that Gary Moore that sung that song, Over the Hill and Far Away? There you go. Yeah, look at French lead is up to 40 seconds now, 42 seconds to be precise. Germans are starting to catch those bronze and silver medal spots. Czechoslovakia Czech Republic is still in there. Bulgaria is still in there. Can't see any other of the teams coming through at the back. Well, what other sports did we do today? We did do the cross country this morning. We did the skiing. We're doing ice hockey, Switzerland against Finland. And then we're going to be doing short tracking this evening. Women's relay, 3,000 meters. Men's 500 meters short tracking. There you go. And otherwise, our channel does all sports. Tomorrow is darts on the channel, unless something crazy happens. So here we go. They're getting ready for that second shoot. French lady has already taken her glasses to the top to get her eyes, ready with the light. It is Sweden ahead of Norway going into the shoot, but I think Norwegians shoot better than the Swedes here. So here we go. Here we go. All the French are all sitting there. So what can Michelin do on the second shot here? Let's see. Oof. So let me see what she does. Hits the first, well done. Hits the second. Hits the third, good shooting. Misses the fourth, ooh. Makes the fifth. So she has to reload with 1 bullet here. Makes it, so she misses 1, that's no problem. She'll give a nice good lead to Julia Simon. The others are not even shooting yet, they're only in the shooting range right now. Yeah. The moment is looking good. So now we've got Sweden, Norway, and Bulgaria shooting. No, the Czech Republic, Bulgaria, they're all on the shooting range. So, let's see. Oh, Norway starts with a mistake. Sweden shooting very slowly. Norway goes clear and is out of the range. Sweden are having problems. What is wrong? Sweden hits that target after missing. Good stuff. So it's Sweden, it's Norway, Sweden, Czech Republic. So Bulgarians are gone. They're going to the penalty loop. So it is France, Norway, Sweden, Czech Republic. Germans are in fourth. Oof. Only about 20 seconds off the medals, the Germans. And they do have Vanessa Vogt in the last loop. So there you go. Oh, crazy, crazy here. Look, only a catastrophical collapse by France will cost them the gold medal here. Italy doing terribly bad, man. Italy, where's Italy? All the way down there. About 16th place, 15th, 16th place for Italy. I'm disappointed in the United States there. Austria, Italy, Finland. Another disappointing team today. Ukraine doing really well. 14th ranked team in the world up into 8th. Let's go. So the French girl out in front, got a 44-second lead here. Got about a kilometer to ski before she gives over to Julia Simon, who is maybe one of the best, if not the best biathlete out there. So looking good. Oberg has taken over from Knotten. So Oberg doing all the work on the loops. Look at the last one. It's going to be Thunderbolt against Hannah Oberg and Julia Simon. Three of the best. And Vanessa Vogt of Germany. That's four of the best biathlon ski racers in the world for their respective teams. Yeah. I mean, the French, Bressas Boucher didn't even make the freaking French biathlon team, and she's a top 10 skier in the world at the moment. But the French they've got a problem. They have got a problem for the mass start because only 4 can start, but 5 of their athletes are in the top 15 of the world. I think you should have a rule with the top 15. Doesn't matter if you have 6 of a nation should be in there. I just don't like that. I do not like that ruling. It's not fair. You could be the 5th best skier in the world and also be the 5th best in your country if you're looking at France, and you will not be allowed to compete at the Olympics. The 5th best skier in the world might not compete. That is crazy, man. So coming close to that, a kilometer to go here still. Michelin is about another 500 meters till she gives over to Julien Simon. But hey, look, Julia Simon has to shoot clear. She can't afford a penalty loop or anything like that, so you never know. It is exactly 45 seconds her lead for the French girl at the moment. Germany, what are they? They're not catching up either. Germany going backwards a little bit. You're still doesn't look like Germany's going to be medaling here today. Crazy. Top 10 at the moment: France, Sweden, Norway, Czech Republic, Germany, Poland, Switzerland, Slovakia, and the Ukraine. That is your top 10 at the moment. So she comes close to the finishing line here, about 200-300 meters to go. She will hand over, Michelin will hand over to Julia Simon. Then it's Sweden and Norway close together. Knotten doing a good ski, just hanging on the coattails of Elvira Oberg. And then it's the last ski. Ooh, man. Can't see the French losing it from here. Can't see the French losing it. Julia Simon. She is waiting for Michelin. Here we go. France off and running. 45-second advantage. So, I mean, let's have a look. Still a long time to go before the second and third place skiers get in there to the exchange. Czech Republic is still in there in 4th spot. If the others screw up on the shooting range, the Czechs could take a medal here, which would be a big surprise. So who's in here for? Is it not Thunderbolt? No, Thunderbolt's not skiing for the So who's going for the Norwegians? And it's Kirkeide, the one that won the gold medal. Okay, so no Thunderbolt anymore in the relay. She's just not shooting good enough. She's been a liability. So 46 seconds the difference between first and second. Another second further down. In third it is Norway. Nah, Germany, it's a big way back. It's about 50, 40 seconds the Germans are behind. What can she do here, Vanessa Vogt? So, yeah, that's 35 seconds. I can't see that. The medals are either France gold, and then it's going to be either Norway or Sweden in the silver or bronze medals. Maybe the Czech Republic can do something. Switzerland in 6, I don't think so. They will need it to start gale force winds and snow and everything to blow the others off the range. I can't see that happening. So let me quickly update you on the positions after. There we go. What's that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But they put out your top 10 for you quickly, that you know what's happening. There you go. So that is the rankings at the moment. I'll update it one more time after the next shooting. But France with a comfortable 47-second lead ahead of Sweden and Norway, followed by the Czech Republic, Germany and Switzerland. That is your top 6. Only medals I think for the teams in 4th, 5th and 6th at the moment. You're only getting a medal if the other nations shoot terribly and kind of, have a brain fart. I mean, Julia Simon was probably powering on another few seconds to her lead. She could even take a penalty loop, I think, and still win the race. Italy, 2 penalty loops down in 14th. Austria, even further down. The United States. Canada and Lithuania are out of the competition because they've been lapped. If you get lapped in the relay, you get taken out of the competition. So they are out of the competition. There you go. Okay, so let's have a look. It was 47 seconds. It's still over 47 seconds. Julian Simon again. 51 seconds is the gap now. The Czech Republic, they're going to have to hope for Sweden and Norway to miss quite a few shots here to medal. It looks like those 3 that I said would medal. I said France, Norway, Sweden. At the moment it's France, Sweden, Norway, but still 2 shoots to go. French should be entering the shooting range very soon here with Julia Simon. She is prone sometimes to be a little bit irate there on the shooting. Can't afford that today, but hey, you never know. You never know. I think you can see now Julia Simon has started to slow down her skiing because it's about 500 meters from the range. What they do is you start to relax. You try to bring the pulse down as far as you can to give yourself an easier shoot. So here we go. Here she goes. Almost onto the mat here. Yeah, let's have it. Normally, shouldn't be a problem for Julia Simon. Here we go. You never know. I think she's just going to blow through the shooting. Let's have a look. If she doesn't miss, I can't see anything happening anymore. Here we go. Boom. She hits the first. Hits the second. Hits the third. Hits the fourth. That is a demonstration of utter French domination here. Wonderful. Julia Simon. That has been the best shooting I've seen all day. All freaking day. The French lead is going to be more than a minute after this. And she's a good skier. So Norway and Sweden up next on the range. There's all the question of who does what now. Kierkegaard or Öberg, who's shooting better here? So the Sweden misses the first. Norway misses the first. This is exactly where the Czechs have their chance. So Sweden is clear after one miss. Norway is clear after one miss. Czech Republic making mistakes. So Sweden with a little bit of a lead over Norway. So this could be a penalty loop for the Czech Republic. That's a shame. Germany, Nessa Vogt, she's a good shot. There, Nessa Vogt goes clear, so she's going to catch up a little bit. She still needs help from the others in front if she's going to medal. Switzerland. So Poland going to go into that fifth spot now. I'll update you in a minute. We have 10 skiers through the shooting. Yeah, France way out in front. 1 minute and 2 seconds. So Slovakia on the shooting range with Ukraine. Ukraine goes clear now after one shot and one reload. Slovakia, what are they going to do? Slovakia, are they going into a penalty loop? Slovakia, checking it out. Looks like it. So, oh.
Beweisen, dass Julia Simon das Ganze verdrängen kann, wenn man es negativ sagen möchte, oder einfach auch ausblenden kann. Und auch innerhalb des Teams, es funktioniert. Die Stimmung, man hört unterschiedliche Dinge, von ganz schlecht bis pragmatisch okay, aber es funktioniert. Ich glaube, man hat da wahnsinnig einen hohen Resilienz aufgebaut, was das Thema anbelangt. Also,
so that's your at the moment, that's your standings. One more shoot to go. So Öberg 10 seconds ahead of Kierkegaard. Germany another 30 seconds behind. So it looks like the medals could be gone the way of France, Sweden, Norway, or France, Norway, Sweden, whichever one shoots the best on the last thing. I can't see the French not winning the gold. So I'm not going to congratulate them quite yet. I do not want to jinx them. But I must say I'm very, very impressed by what the French did. That Gléon on the first leg, I thought that she almost screwed it up for France. But you got to give it to Luc Chamonot. That second leg, she brought them back. Michelin, beautiful shooting on the third, and Julia Simon, never in doubt that she's maybe the world's best biathlon, together with Chamonot. I mean, it's quite tough. If you know, out of the 10 best biathletes in the world, 5 are French. It's quite easy, you know, when you put them in one relay team. The French could have put out 2 relay teams in this race. Because I think they've got like 8 of the top 30 skiers in the world. They could have put out 2 teams and they would have won silver and gold and silver, I think. So Simon coming towards the shooting range for the last time here for the French. French men winning yesterday. French women winning today. Yeah, that is crazy. Are we going to have the same podium as we did yesterday? Yesterday we had France, Norway, Sweden in the men's. Are we going to have France, Sweden, Norway today, or can something still change there on the shooting range? I don't always trust Hannah Öberg on the standing shooting, I'll be honest. I have the Norwegian shooting a little bit better, but you don't know. You just don't freaking know. But I can tell you one thing, that unless Zeus himself puts fucking lightning bolts from the skies and they hit Julia Simon while she's shooting, French are winning this medal. I wouldn't be surprised if this lady goes 5 from 5, just blows through. Wouldn't surprise me at one freaking bit.
Kann hier die Entscheidung herbeiführen. Sie hat alles im Griff. Sie hat einen Vorsprung von fast einer Minute.
Yeah, she can even shoot a penalty loop, I think, but let's see. We'll make... Boom! Boom! Fuck, this is a machine. Oh, Julia Simon has just shown me she is the greatest biathlete there is at the moment. No, fuck off, man. This is no Scots rugby t-shirts, a hat, man. Fucking, I don't wear haggis, eating Mars bar, frying, whiskey, drinking, kilt, wearing Scottish flipping rugby jersey. I use it to wipe my ass, but not, no, come on. No. I don't wear different rugby jerseys. My name's not Vern. No. I don't wear Stormers or I wear Sharks rugby jersey. I'll wear other jerseys because I like them to go out with. So it comes here. Who's getting silver? It's between Norway and Sweden. It's all about the shooting. What is Hannah Öberg going to do here on the shooting? She misses the last one. I think this is going to be Sweden's. I can't see her missing another one. There you go. So Sweden will take the silver. So Stefan, the Pope, good one there. You said France, Sweden. Oh, Vanessa Vogt could still. Oh, what is going on with the Norwegians? Oh, the Norwegians go clear. I thought they were going to throw it away there for a second. So it's going to be France, Sweden, Norway. Well done. Norwegian coaches are blowing out steam there. Germany's still on the shooting range. Can she? I don't think. How much the difference for Vanessa Vogt? About 14 seconds, 15 seconds the difference. 14 seconds. Can Vanessa Vogt catch up 14 seconds and get Germany into a medal? I don't know. So, what I'm going to do is now, we haven't got the top 10, have not even finished shooting. Oh, Switzerland going to a penalty loop again. It was looking like a good top penalty loop for the Swiss. Oh my lord. Let me go and copy this out for you guys.
Das hat ja begonnen, nachdem die Schweizer Alpinfahrer sich den Kopf rasiert haben. Da hat Perrault das im letzten Jahr auch getan. Rund um die
Just going to copy that out now. Norway blow. Yeah, look. Norway in biathlon women is not there with look, they got a gold medal at this Olympics. You cannot say a lot about that with Kiergaarde. There's still the mass start to come. But so there you go. There you go. That's the way it's going to end, ladies and gentlemen. France, Sweden, Norway, that's your top 3. Germany, Czech Republic, Poland, Finland, Switzerland, Ukraine, Slovakia, Slovenia, Italy, Bulgaria, Belgium, Estonia, Latvia, Austria, United States, Canada and Lithuania could not finish the race because they were overtaken. Once you're overtaken, you're gone. That's it. There's no more shooting. It's all done. It's finished. The French are already going to take the flag. The coaches are high-fiving each other. Julian Simon got a kilometer to ski. That's all she's got to do. She's already waving to the crowd. She'll pick up a flag very soon from the French. The tricolor. She'll pick up the French tricolor and must probably sing the Marseillaise all the way to the final. I can't do the French national anthem. Vern could do it. I can't. Marchand, whatever. I don't know what they sing there in France. Sweden in a good second. Norway in a good third. The same podium as yesterday for the men. Just that Sweden and Norway switched positions. But the same gold medal winners, which is France. Good work here from Hannah Øberg. She has no problem keeping the Norwegian at bay. It's 20 seconds, that's not happened. Kilcater will definitely keep Vanessa Vogt at bay as well. Yeah, look, 4 years ago it was the Swedes that got the gold medal. This time it's the silver medal. So let's have a look, just the distance between Norway and Germany, just to make sure that the Norwegians, they're 1 minute 11 behind. What are the no, that's no way the Germans are catching that. No, because it's all downhill from here. So cameraman, go over to Julia Simon. So, I mean, the best single stint of every one of all the athletes was from Julia Simon. She didn't miss a shot. She rattled them down like, I mean, it was like she had a machine gun and the others had a freaking pistol. She just went boom, 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 boom. All five was down. And she skied one of the fastest as well. I think Chamonix must probably ski a little bit faster. Wonderful. The French girls all waiting there in the finishing. Well, yes, one of the coaches has a big French flag there. You can't give the sticks to the coach. You got to keep it. Well, you got to bring them into the finishing line. There you go. What a day for French biathlon. I hope this also kind of, if a lot of you don't know, Julia Simon did something stupid. We've all done something stupid in our lives. She nicked the credit card from her compatriot Chamonix, got threw out of the team, got suspended, came back. Now she wins the medal. I just hope this, gets them all on the same page again. A lot of people are saying, they've won a lot together. Stupid thing to do, I understand, but come on, everybody makes a mistake. I just want to see how they congratulate her now, the other. Yeah, Chamonix and Julia Simon are definitely not, they don't hug. The others hug Julia Simon, but not Chamonix. I understand. But now would be the right time for a nice big gesture, especially from Julia Simon and from Chamonix. Just say, listen, I'm sorry, I fucked up. That happens in life. People fuck up. Don't we all? So Sweden will take the silver. Congratulations to Sweden. The French are celebrating already. Silver goes to Sweden, 51 seconds behind the French, and the bronze will go to Norway. So kind of what we expected to be on the podium, those three, as predicted by myself at the beginning. I just had Norway ahead of Sweden, but that's just the way it is. Of course they're milking, and they should. When you win, you have the right to milk shit. I hate that with footballers. Let's say I played for Manchester United, right? For 10 years. And then they decide, look, you have to go, you're not good enough. And I go and I play for, Spurs. And I come back to Old Trafford and I score. Am I not allowed to celebrate? Footballers are stupid. I'm celebrating with my new teammates. You can celebrate respectfully. Good stuff here, the French, definitely. Great stuff. Czech Republic, Germany came in fourth. The Czech Republic will come in fifth. The only team in the top five not to shoot a penalty loop was Norway. Their ski speed has just not been up. But that was it for today, guys. Stefan the Pope, I hope you join me again tomorrow. It was fantastic, or later this evening. Guys, have a great one and see you later, man. Ciao, ciao, and be safe, boys and girls.